do have some unfinished business in the sense that we have three game threes tonight. And without any further ado, because I know that I understand that some people are out, but I do want to get this going. So without said, and I'm hopeful that this is working. Okay, good. All right. Let me get this thing set up and we'll get started. Hey, Mr. Cornwell, what's up? And of course I will say that you are in action, my friend. Awesome. Awesome. I'm happy that you're doing well, man. Okay, let me make sure everything else looks good. All right, cool. Hey, what's up, Primetime? By the way, you're in the first game. And so are you, Mr. Dakota. So yes, you are in the next game, man. All right, let me get my pop-out chat and we'll get started. But yes, the famous Dakota is here. Let me get the... okay. And I'll share this with a few people. But I also understand not everyone will be able to make it. But I see Dakota and see Patty. Now, of course, Patty is on the one team that had already made it to the semifinals. So, absolutely, Alicia. And also, the now famous Turbo Tails is here. Turbo Tails is here. I can't talk. But he's here. Okay. I think the only all right. So what I'm going to do is get the folks for the Winnipeg Jets and the Chicago Blackhawks, and of course we have Dakota in the chat. I'm just going to get Rob Gamer, and then for the Blackhawks, I'll get Atticus and Azriel and Xander, mainly because it's his team. All right. Let's see. And also, Joshua James is here. Ah. And for Joshua, if I remember correctly, oh yeah, that's right. He's actually on this in this upcoming game here. That's awesome. Hello to Eris, Andrew Eris. I don't know if I. Oh, that's right. I believe I've seen you before. I'm trying to remember all the other people, but I'm starting to remember now. Good to see you. You're needed on Switch, but you'll do that for your phone. Oh, not a problem. We'll save your game for second, my friend. It could just be a cameo for all I know. It could be. All right. Let me just get some people. This is a good opportunity for you guys to go get some snacks and stuff like that. All right, so let me get Mr. Rob. I don't know if he's active or anything. I don't know about that, but it could happen. All right. Okay, let me catch up on the chat really quickly. I don't know if we'll. Maybe it's probably more likely we'll get a Zelda film, but it's always you're getting ready for bed. It always seems like that, but I mean I get it. I can't always be expected to make it on other people's schedules, but it is what it is. Not to throw shade or anything, but I'm just simply stating the point. All right, let me just get Mr. Azrael and Atticus, and we'll get started. Okay, let's see who else we have. But anyway. And then last but not least, let me get Mr. Atticus, and we'll get started. That's what... anyway. Oh. Okay. So are a number of people, Turbo. Okay. Now we can get started. So let's see. What should we wear for this pivotal game 3? I mean, we have our standard blue uniforms. We have our white uniforms. And then, of course, we have some alternates based on our classic looks. Let's see. Yeah, here's another classic look. But I think we'll go with this. We'll go with this. Okay. And of course, it's the Chicago Blackhawks and the Winnipeg Jets. And I don't see Xander. But if I know Xander the way that I do, and in the event that he's not here or anyone representing the team is not here, just like in roulette, always bet on black. As this time. But good luck to Dakota, myself, Joshua, and Rob Gamer. Then, of course, for the Blackhawks, you have Prime Time and Yoshi Bros and the Black family. That's Azrael, Atticus, and Xander Black. So let's go. And then after this, hopefully well, if Chicago wins, they'll have the first opportunity at free agency. So I'm hopeful that I'll get a word with Xander. Otherwise, if the Jets win, then we'll just go to our next game and go from there. All right, game underway. Here we go. Nice first stop there by Sean Sanders. All right, so we have Teravainen. Nope. And then Rob Gamer gets it to Connor. I'll go over the lineups in a moment. Ooh, nice shot. Anyway, we also have Yoshi Bros in there. So in addition to the actual players, you also have created players. So that's why we also do this. Bedard, ooh, nice setup, but pass out of hand. And we have a delay of game, or a delay penalty, excuse me. And this will be against the Chicago Blackhawks. Again, I'll get to the lineups in a moment. Well, one of those men is Xander Black. Both he and his uncle are right wingers. They play on the right wing, and it's a cross-checking against Xander Black. And then, of course, his father is Asriel Black. He plays at center. Yoshi Bros is a defenseman, and Sean Sanders is the goalkeeper. All right, now Speranza gets it to Velarde. Hey, what's up, AJ? Of course, as mentioned before, AJ is part of the New Jersey Devils team that has already made it to the second round, or the semifinals, if you will. But great to see you there. And speaking of AJ, we will be back to having that trip to cyberspace tomorrow. Yeah, I could see that, Patty. Sorry to go, but it's not a problem, Turbo, or not a problem, Tails. It's understandable. Then again, it's not. But then again, it is Friday, so I can understand that. All right, now Nazar. Now, as for the Jets, the team in white, that is. So you have two left wingers in Dakota Sheldon and Joshua James. You have two right wingers in Speranza Dancy and myself. And we have one defenseman in Rob Gamer. So now we have DeMello, then Pearson. Oh, now Yoshi Bros steals it. Nope, stolen back by DeMello. Pearson dumps it. Vlasic gets to it. Nazar has it, takes it, but then gets bumped. But Yoshi Bros gets to it. Back to Nazar. And he takes it in to Dickinson. Nice shot. Back to Nazar. No. Of course, you have Xander, his father, and his uncle playing. So I'll point out which one is who. But Yoshi Bros is number 2 in black. Speaking of black, there's Xander. Then to Connor Bedard. Then back to Xander. Nice shot, but a great save by Hallebuck.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You gotta love it. You have to have great timing, and you gotta know when you're...
Oh, wow, what a hit there to our friend Yoshi Bros.
More than half the period has expired. Still no score in this one.
And of course, there you see me, number 22 in white. Watch out for Vlasic. He'll get you in a pickle. I mean, you're not wrong, Patty. Oh, now Joshua James makes a breakaway. Oh, great save by Sean Sanders. Another great save by Sean Sanders. Prime time. Coming up huge. And now there's Atticus, number 26. All right, Samber gets it. Gets it to Dakota Sheldon. Dakota is number 3 in white. Nice shot there by Donato. Oh, but now Xander. Ooh, great setup. All right, now Dakota takes it in. Dumps it back. Velarde, good shot. All right, now Kaiser. Burakovsky. Back to Donato. Donato. Well, now it ends up with Dakota. And we go offside.
Sanders made a grade A save there. And just
Oh, yeah, and there's that breakaway save there by Prime Time.
he knew where that puck was going every step.
So I'm starting to understand why Xander picked, Sean Sanders to be the goalkeeper.
Late goings of this period. Still looking for our
So yeah, Prime Time, that's why he picked you as a goalkeeper.
and from off the wing it comes
All right, now there you see Speranza Dancy.
less than a minute
She is number 30.
in frame. Picked up along the wall by Grizzlick.
Grizzlick takes it away. Nope, taken back by Dancy, or Speranza Dancy.
And you can hear
Dancy dumps it,
seconds.
and that's the end of the first period.
Well, the play might come to an end for a few minutes at the end of this period, but the coaching never stops. I'm sure there'll be a few messages and a few words, and we'll be back with period number 2 in no time.
Well, so far, after one period, it is 0-0, but it is far from over. All right.
Fans back in their seats.
And I do have a Ray target tonight, so I'm happy to say that. All right.
Both teams still
So, yeah, it's a lot like last week, except we just have one less game.
seen already one period played in this one.
And then AJ says, hi, Patty.
Game J's real stingy defense.
All right, now Shifley, then to Speranza, then to Connor. Connor,
It's been the same for both teams.
not sure if that was knocked away or if that was a pass, but
Not very fun for us.
The Jets get a hold
all right, now Connor back to Dancy. Dancy takes it in. Shifley ends up with it after Speranza gets hit, and Sanders has to hold on.
decides to hang on to this one. Lots of time
On a side note, I hope Mr. Sanders likes the pads or the color of the pads that I gave him.
takes one to face up.
Because I wanted to give him the color of money, like bills and the coins and, because some people say he's money.
That's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one.
All right, now James, ends up in the stick of Yoshi Bros.
Steam in the offensive zone.
Yoshi Bros. Well, now Joshua James gets it. I mean, of course, Joshua has prior experience as a defenseman, so he knows how to get back. But then a shot by yours truly, your boy Toad,
Puck is frozen,
But-
and we get a stoppage in play.
saved by Sanders. Yeah, money.
And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go.
It's the color of money.
Jets win the draw.
Need a rider.
The attack here in the offensive
Oh,
zone.
nice backhand, but it goes over the net.
The Blackhawks have it now.
Hey, what's up, Riley?
Absolutely.
And of course, we will see Riley in the main event.
Got the puck inside the defense.
We have 3 games tonight. This is our first.
Good use of the puck.
And you're in the main event, baby. I say baby a lot. Oh, nice long shot. But great save by Hallebuck. Now going the other way. Need a rider. Need a rider? No. Then Velarde. Velarde, good shot. No. Great save
James has scored
by Primetime.
0-0, and what a miss as it goes off the post and out.
Feligno.
Puck's looking against the half wall.
Oh, good setup. Another great save by Hallebuck. Now going the other way. Dakota.
He had to be sharp. He had to be right on it.
Dakota then to Velarde. Velarde, good shot.
Turns off one of his teammates in front.
Now going back the other way, I believe that's okay. That's Atticus. Atticus dumps it, but then Rob Gamer retrieves it, ends up on the stick of Speranza Dancy. Dancy takes it in herself, then to Lowry. Lowry, good shot, and Sanders has to cover up, lest Speranza decide. There you see. There you saw Dakota.
We're still scoreless.
But now we have Speranza and Rob Gamer out there for Chicago. But now we have Donato. Donato well, he tried to shoot it all the way, but not enough for an icing call though. But yeah, Riley's here, and oh, that was kind of a whiff there by Vlasic. In this case, he kind of put his own team in a pickle. But then Yoshi Bros gets it. No, Morrissey. Baramkowski. Then the Yoshi Bros. Oh, and a long shot by Yoshi Bros. Morrissey ends up getting it to Nyquist. Goes the other way. And we have an icing.
Past the halfway mark of this period, we've still got zeros on the board.
All right, Winnipeg wins the face-off. Long shot, no. Man, Baramkowski. So far, we've had games where scoring was abundant. Other times, we've had games where we had trouble scoring, and then, wow, a shot with a broken. The stick broke. Sandberg, nope, nice shot. All right, now Pionk gets it to me, TJ Toad, then to Velarde. Velarde, no, knocked away. Vlasic, then to Dickinson. Nice shot by Dickinson. Sandberg, nope, ends up, nope. Intercepted. Then to Dakota, then to Velarde. Velarde, no. And Sanders will hold on. All right, Murphy. Nope, knocked away. Lowry keeps it in the zone. Grizzlick. And, well, offside. So far, when it comes to hits, you know, Chicago has been delivering a lot of hits, but it's not about how many hits, it's about how many goals you score. Ooh! And that almost became an own goal, but Hellebuyck prevented it. All right, DeMello. And after 2 periods, it is 0-0. I got to give credit to Hellebuyck and Sanders. They haven't allowed a goal at all. We haven't had a score yet. But like the old saying goes, something's got to give. But who will take it? All right, now Yoshi Bros. Gathered up by Dancy, ends up on the stick of Connor. Connor. Nope, stolen by Yoshi Bros. Back to Yoshi Bros. Now with Connor Bedard. Nope. Intercepted by Speranza. Nope, take it away. Oh, nice steal. And they keep it in the zone, but not for long. Oh, never mind. They still do keep it in the zone. And finally they get out of the zone, but Morrissey takes it back. But too much traffic as Vlasic gets it out of the zone as he, wow. Whoa! And that was Atticus who just got turned black and blue. But then Dakota just got rocked. I don't know how often that's happened. I mean, I know I've gotten pushed around several times when I was a kid. and at times even as an adult, but
Lumps the puck into the offensive zone corner.
it is pretty normal when it comes to hockey. And nice shot by yours truly, but
Sanders freezes the puck.
nice shot, nice save there by Prime Time. It's prime time.
He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do.
And wow, I just knocked over Yoshi Bros.
More than half the period left to play. Still no score in this one.
I hope you like the taste of the ice there, Yoshi Bros.
And there's a little boost from off the wing as the centers were tied up there. Good step.
Oh wow, Burankowski just got
That center by the
waylaid. Anyway, Pionk has it.
now from their own end. Grabs the
Then
puck
Joshua gets it to yours truly.
The Jets played along the boards.
Oh, I still hold on to it. Wow.
Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
And that's
All right, now Joshua, nope. Back to Murphy.
sends it over to Black.
Then to Atticus Black.
Feeds the
Then Pionk.
pass to Sandberg.
Then Lowry. Lowry.
Zone.
Ooh, nice shot by Joshua. Donato
Power forwards can be so
dumps it.
difficult to contain. Why? Because you can hear them.
I mean, it's really going to come down to who can score that first goal.
Crushing hits.
I honestly think that that's what's going to decide it.
Scooped up along the wall by Vlasic.
All right, traffic in the wall. Velarde. More traffic to the wall. Gets it to James. Great shot.
By the goaltender.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to
Donato dumps it.
train off and you just allow your eyes and
Wow.
your body to do the work for you. And he does
I mean, that was just a great opportunity, but got to give credit to Primetime. He kept his focus up.
Grabbed along the board by Velarde.
All right, now Rob Gamer. Nope. Bad pass. Nope. Velarde steals it. Velarde. No.
Chicago's gained possession. Through the neutral
That is Atticus dumping the puck.
zone. Taken along the wall.
Nope. Donato has it. Well, he had it, but then it was stolen.
Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side.
Lowry then to Velarde.
Possession along the wall.
Velarde.
The Blackhawks gain possession
Nope.
in their
Too
own
much
end.
traffic. Back to Donato. Donato dumps it.
Pucks in deep. The Jets gain control of the puck.
Morrissey.
Picked up
Back to
along the wall.
Velarde.
And now it's over
Lowry,
to
nope.
James. And a good heads-up
Another dump.
play in the open ice.
Oh,
From in close.
oh, good opportunity for.
Broken up.
Oh, nice shot, but a lot of traffic.
Through center along the wing. Here's the
All right, now Joshua, then to Lowry, then to Velarde.
Chicago's got the puck along the wall.
And then Yoshi Bros gets to it.
Who skates away.
DeMello knocks the puck out,
The Blackhawks have it from their own end.
but then ends up back with, I believe that's, that's Atticus. Okay. Nice save there by Hallebuck.
Winnipeg's got the puck.
And then Dakota Sheldon, number 3.
They go.
Dakota takes it in.
The Blackhawks take over on possession. Puck said
And that's an icing call.
Get an icing. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. Chicago's got the win off that draw.
Great face-off win by the center. Now they can get out of their zone and get a change.
Okay, back to the game. I was answering a DM, so if I was quiet, that's why. All right,
Takes the pass as he bangs
Donato.
it off the wall. Winnipeg's got a hold
dumps
of
it,
the
but
puck.
not far enough.
Picked up along the boards.
Bertuzzi. Now Connor dumps it in. Oh, wow. I think that was Yoshi Bros who just got knocked on his tail, like the Yoshi that he is. And now Speranza Dancy, too high and out of bounds.
Goes up and over the glass.
55 seconds left to go and still no score.
Here in the lake going for the
You got to give credit to the goalkeeper and the defenseman or the defensive players. Great shot by Pionk, and Sanders covers up. So you got to give credit to the defense and the defensive players and the goalkeeper, because those are the two factors that lead to, a scoreless game. But both these teams are playing great defense. And both goalkeepers are doing a great job keeping this a scoreless game. All right, here we go. Well, Winnipeg wins the draw, but couldn't hold on to it. Nice dump of the puck. Then Sandberg gets it. Sandberg, then to Joshua James. Nope. Take it away. Mikheyev. Awesome. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. But yeah, after this, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, oh yeah, I forgot. Spike Ryan is in the main event. Well, who knows? You might get picked up after this game, or not long after. You never know. You never know.
And with that, we are heading to overtime. Get those OT picks in on social media, and we will see if we can find a winner next.
And there you see one of the hits by Rob Gamer on Atticus Black. That is one of the few downsides of being an offensive player, is because you're more likely to get hit instead of being able to hit. But even still, it's just as much dishing it out as you're able to take it, or vice versa. Okay, so it looks like we're going to overtime. And of course, overtime is for 5 minutes, and it will be 3-on-3. Of course, the reason it's 3-on-3 is to open it up. So let's find out who will overcome. Yeah, centers are more defensive, although nice pass to Scheifele, and a save by who else? Sean Sanders. I'll tell you what, win or lose for Sean and for his counterpart, Connor Hallebuck, neither man has anything to be ashamed of. Oh, nice setup. Another shot by Scheifele. But Sanders is like a wall, man. Hey, what's up, Crimson? You're just in time for the overtime period of your game. And it's very simple. If myself and the Jets win, we win. But if your team wins, but if you and the Blackhawks win, then the Blackhawks win. It's about as simple and plain as I can make it. All right, here we go. Xander Black, Connor McGoddard, and Yoshi Bros. Yoshi Bros takes it into himself. Oh, great shot! Well, the important thing is that you're here. And should the Blackhawks win, then you and Xander will have some big decisions to make in terms of free agent signings. But that's if you win. But here we go. And wait, now the puck goes in the middle. And now we have... Oh, that's Xander. Xander! No! Oh, it is! Oh, for a moment I thought it was waved off, but no! The Blackhawks do win! Wow! Yes, you're back in time for the next game. I thought that was going to be waved off, but no. The Blackhawks do win. Xander Black does it himself. Look at this. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so it wasn't Xander. It was Rob who accidentally knocked it in his own net. Oh no! Oh, Rob Gamer made a mistake. I can't believe it. It took one mistake to end it, and it was Rob. And I know that. And to be fair, I've made that mistake too. So I'm not going to say that Rob had one job, but because that could have happened. That could have happened to me. It could have happened to Dakota. Heck, it could have happened to Xander. On the other hand, but unfortunately, it happened to Rob, and as a result, the Winnipeg Jets have been upset. I mean, the Winnipeg Jets had the high seed, and yet they lose. But for the Chicago Blackhawks, being that you are the lowest seed, you have a. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to do some free agent shopping, so to speak. So let me get out of this game, and then or Xander, if you wish to wait until after the whole show is done to make your decision, I can wait too. We can do this off camera. It's not a problem. So if you wish to do the wait and see approach, I'm cool with that. Now, if I was to give you who is available now, yeah, Xander does get the credit for the goal just because he was the last player to actively touch it, the puck that is. But if I was to give you a list of the people now, let me give you that list right now. So it consists of the Winnipeg Jets and, of course, well, the members of the Winnipeg Jets team and the Utah Mammoth. So among the people that are free agents include myself, Rob Gamer, Joshua James, Baranza Dancy, Dakota Sheldon, Mr. P, LD, Tenu Mialagin, Carlos Larry, and Jamar. But again, if you want to wait and see on the rest of the other teams, I can wait. We can do this off camera. It's all good. Oh, not a problem. Not a problem, Alicia. Not a problem. Yes, you have 3 picks. Like I said, if you need to think about it, or if you want to wait for the other free agents to flesh themselves out, it's all good. But if you want to use like maybe 1 pick here and then maybe another pick there throughout the show, let me know. But you'll make 1 now? All right. So who's the one that you're going to sign? And like I said, if you want to make the rest of the decisions off camera, we can do that too. You'll take LD? Okay, so LD is currently a goalie, but you would have to either convert her to... Or, actually, yeah, so currently she's a goalkeeper. So you have 2 options. You can either keep her at goalie and then have Sean transition into a skater, or vice versa. But either way, you can have her. LD, that is. But just like the old saying, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback. But let's see what Xander says. And then we'll get to the Ducks and Kings game. But let me get to that right now. Put Sean at left defenseman. All right, then I will convert Sean as a defenseman. I have no issue with that. So, Sean, it looks like you got your wish after all. You got your wish after all, man. There we go. Of course, by the time we get to the next round, we'll see Primetime as a skater. But for now, Primetime and the rest of the Chicago Blackhawks, you get to chill. All right, here we go. So, of course, as mentioned before, the Kings have the home ice advantage. And, yeah, that's exactly what the Ducks need to do. Okay, so let me get... okay, I know that Angelo is streaming, so I need to get Leo, Mario Party Brandon, and Clinton. So let me get those guys. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, yes. Let me get Mr. Let me get Mr. Clinton. This is a good opportunity for you guys to go get some snacks and stuff like that. And by the same token, let me get Mr. Mario Party Brandon, or Brandon M&S Gaming, as we also know. Okay. Oh yeah, and then let me get Mr. Leo Angel. All right, let me catch up on the chat in case. Oh, I always hate it when I misclick. Yep, it's win or go home. Yeah, that yep, that's kind of the gist of it. But I know that you want the Ducks to win. That much is certain. Okay. But if I'm going based off of, I need to head back to Twitch. All right, absolutely. All right, let me see. Oh yeah. So the Ducks are here. Okay, I know that Mama Jennifer is going to be asleep, and I know that MJ is at work. So let me just get Miss Maddie Sabin and Sly Cooper, and then we'll get started. So let me get Miss Maddie Sabin. All right, and then last but certainly not least, Mr. Sly Cooper. She might be asleep too, maybe. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I remember that Clinton was a big fan of the classic King's colors. So, oh, I forgot to do this. There we go. So if I know him the way that I do, he probably would pick, say, the gold. That's probably what he would pick. Hey, what's up, Sly Cooper? The famous Sly Cooper is here. And Carmelita as well. Carmelita Fox. Okay, now let's get... Oh, other way. Let's get the Ducks on. Well, since Clinton is picking gold, you can pick either purple, and yes, you could also pick white as well. I saw Clockwork, and I thought, yes, Clockwork looks very cool, and perhaps maybe even the best villain I've seen since, say, Darth Vader. You know, because everybody has made Darth Vader and purple. All right. Absolutely, you got it. So now the question it is, will the Kings reign supreme, Or will the Ducks fly together? Let's find out. So, of course, the Kings won in Los Angeles, and the Ducks ended up winning in Anaheim. But while the Blackhawks had to go to the limit in Winnipeg, will the Ducks have to do the same in Los Angeles? Let's find out.
Hi, everybody. We're in Hollywood, California, here in Los Angeles as the Kings are ready to crown their opponents on the ice tonight.
The Quack Attack is back, Jack. Yeah, see, he knows the movie.
And I think we are about to get this one underway. The Kings win the draw and they'll start on the attack. Stolen on the open ice. Just slide to the net. And he takes the pass.
Sorry about that. Back to the match. Kempe. Oh, good. Nice save there by MJ as fly.
After the puck stays covered up. We're still in the early stages of this period. Still scoreless in this one. Los Angeles wins the draw.
All right, now Cherry. Nice shot, but a great save by MJ.
Flynn's opted to hang on to the puck for a faceoff.
Not a problem there, Alicia. Of course, Xander, this is an opportunity to scout your competition, especially for the team that loses.
The Ducks take it across the line.
Because while the team that wins advances, the team that loses will have their players in free agency. So we could see some of those players end up on the Blackhawks team. Anyway, Carlson. Then to Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper still holds possession of it, but knocked away by Cherry. All right. And then, intercepted by Moy, then to Byfield. And well defended by the Warrior Empress, but intercepted by Anderson. Oh, Granlund with a steal. Granlund. Oh, wait a minute. We got a power play coming up. What's this? We have a tripping call against Cherry. Cherry made a mistake. She used her stick to trip the guy. And that's bad because not only does that make it one less for 2 minutes, that's one of their better players. So that's going to give the Ducks a chance to take the lead right here. Strome, nope. Lafreniere, nope. Leo Angel dumps it. Now Gaither, then to McTavish. Back to Granlund. Then to Terry. Nope, Terry. But back to Angel. Leo Angel. Gaither gets it right back. And MJ has to cover up. That's interesting.
Special teams so important. Can they capitalize on this power play here with a face-off?
And the face-off, but nope. Zellweger then to Maddie. Oh, well defended there by Mario Party Brandon. You know, say what you want about Brandon, Mario Party Brandon, but that was just well defended. And that's the end of the penalty. Okay, so you do know who you're going to pick if said team is eliminated, but you have backup picks as well. All right. Another save by MJ.
Lots of time left here in this frame. We're still scoreless. Kopitar's won the face-off here in the offensive zone.
Oh, nice shot. But great save there by MJ. And finally, Lacombe gets it out to Johnston. Johnston gets it out of the zone, but Vetrano got to the puck. Filia. Demelin then to Clark. Clark. Uh-oh. Steal. Pulling. Oh, great shot. That was a great golden opportunity. But credit to the defense and the goalkeeper, though. Nice shot by... I didn't see who number 22 was. Clinton is part, because he is a friend of the family. Pulling, good shot! But great save by Kemper. Okay, Kemper's the goaltender. Okay.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent.
Wow, what a shot by Clark.
An explosive hit gets the job done.
Past the midway mark.
Obviously no relation to Dick Clark. If you know, you know. Anaheim wins the face-off. Now Strome. Nope. Doughty. No, Strome. Another long shot. I don't know how. Now, how they kept it in, I don't know. Anyway, Strome. Then to Kreider. No. Doughty. Long shot. But Gudas gets to it. Then to Strome. No. Knocked away by... I'm not sure if that... but it was gathered by Drew Doughty, though. Byfield. Ooh, Anderson. Just got bull rushed. Now Zellweger. Nope. Intercepted by Clinton. Clinton flipping. Then to Cherry. Then Fogiel. Another great save by MJ. Oh, off the post! Oh my God! But yet, the pressure continues. Zellweger, then to Gaither, and finally got out of the zone. Gaither. Oh, Gauthier. Okay, so Gauthier, that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry. And Kemper has to cover up. Wow, what a sequence. I mean, how many close calls can you get? But you also have to give credit to MJ as he was able to keep it out of the net.
Here in the later stages of this period, the game is still scoreless. Los Angeles is taking possession off the draw of their own end.
All right. Wow. And Grand Empress, just throwing her weight around.
And he gives it over to Klippenstein.
And Clinton. Nope, stolen by Lacombe.
And that's broken up by Lacombe.
Nope, stolen back by Maddie. Oh, what a stop! Wow, what a great setup, but could not get it in. But much like the last game where it was a defensive struggle, or not a defensive struggle, an offensive struggle, got to give credit to the defense and the goalkeepers. I mean, so many great opportunities, and neither could convert on them. But also credit to the the defense and the goalkeeping. All right, Filia knocked away by Sly Cooper. But Filia was able to keep it in the zone. Oh, stolen by Kopitar. No. But then Grand Empress, then to Sly Cooper. Then gets it to Maddie Sabin. Maddie dumps it. Then to Cherry. Cherry ends up with it. Oh, Warrior Empress had a chance. Oh, I see. And it's kind of funny that she's playing with a team surnamed the Rangers. but yet she's playing with Ranger.
Feed it over to Kreider. And tries to make
Oh,
it down.
and a pass, but intercepted. Denol.
Great heads up defensive play.
And a great glove save by MJ.
Flynn's going to hang on for a whistle. Lots of time left in this period. Still no score in this one. And they take possession
Oh,
here in
intercepted by Gaudier. That's how you pronounce it, Gaudier.
to the offensive end.
Gaudier goes the other way,
Stopped by Kemper.
but a great save by Kemper.
Pinstein's moving the puck through his own zone.
Clinton flipping. Clinton, nice shot, but
The goaltender.
well-placed save there by MJ. Granlund. 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 Wow, Granlund was doing a lot of dekes and dives and everything. Oh, stolen by Lacombe for the moment. Nope, Granlund, no.
Grabbed along the boards.
But Clinton gets it out.
Can't keep a hold of it as he's
Lacombe.
the puck.
Oh,
Dishes it.
now back the other way, Clark. Then to Denol. Another save by MJ.
Himes got a hold of it against the wall.
Vetrano then to Poling, excuse me.
Inside.
Poling,
Anaheim's got the puck in the corner. Quick pass to Clark.
all right, now Clark.
Hunts the boards through the neutral zone. Directed over to
Nicely defended there. Now Zellweger,
Move the puck in the defensive zone.
then to McTavish, then to the Grand Empress.
The Kings have
Nope, stolen by Clark.
working the puck deep inside their own end. Los Angeles moves it ahead.
Denol,
There's the save. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play.
great save there by
The midway mark of
MJ.
this period. Still looking for our first goal.
Both teams have their third lines.
Passes on over.
Gudas, then to Strom.
Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Slides it across to Moore.
Or then to Dumoulin. Nope. Intercepted by McTavish. Back to Kreider. Nope.
And he elects to explore his options.
Back to Moore.
Nice poke check
But
by
then
Moore.
taken away by Warrior Empress.
Looks to pass it to Moore.
Oh, Moore
Frees the puck up.
got the puck knocked away by Tavish.
Taken by Clark.
But then Clark.
LaFerriere.
LaFerriere. Nope, taken away by McTavish.
Defensive zone.
But then McTavish ends up dumping the puck.
LA's got
Gathered by Cherry.
moves it to Perry. With
Perry.
space here in the neutral zone.
All right, Moy back to Byfield. Byfield then to Perry. Perry dumps it.
Battling
Carlson.
boards.
Gathered by Sly Cooper.
Now in his own end.
Then to Vetrano.
Picking up steam.
Vetrano dumps it.
Gets the puck in deep. The Kings
Then to
have it
Dumoulin. Nope, intercepted by McTavish. Oh, great shot.
with the glove by Kemper.
Goaltenders work so much on their reaction time.
And a great save by Kemper.
Now as he flashes the glove and makes the save.
Here in the late going of the frame. Still scoreless in this one. LA's got a hold of the puck.
Oh, and nice shot. And another save by Kemper.
And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go. Play resumes as they win the
All right,
draw.
Gudas, good shot. And a save by Kemper.
Give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck.
I always say to be great, you have to get uncomfortable. As we look at this last save, this looks uncomfortable. Stretching your body, finding a way to make yourself as big as possible to get to the save. That's what he did, and that's why the save was made.
Smart play to take possession, sneaking in off the wing.
All right, the Kings end up with the puck, and they dump it, but Gudas gets to it. But now Gudas and Cherry were fighting over it, or I think that was
Into the offensive
Yeah, that was Cherry. Clinton is number 3 and Cherry is number 7. Now Cherry has it. Nope, stolen by Zellweger. Gautier. Oh, great shot by him. Kemper, another great save. Now Cherry ends up getting it to Kempe. Now Zellweger, then to Gautier again. Back to Filia. All right, now Carlson. Carlson, nope. And then Drew Doughty. Doughty, one last shot. And that's the end of the second period. Man, just like the last game where we had a scoreless tie, it's the case here.
I'm fired up. I know you're fired up for this too.
I can only imagine, I can only imagine how much sweat is being displayed, but one has to give credit to, both these teams, both the goaltenders and the defensive players, just doing a great job. And you could also credit the centers and, to a degree, the wingers for playing some defense, some two-way hockey. For those who don't know, two-way hockey is playing both offensive and defensive. All right, so the Ducks get the face-off to open the third. Oh, nice setup to the Warrior Empress, or excuse me, the Grand Empress, now taken away by Cherry. Cherry Moy. Kopitar, good shot! No! Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what she would say. Oh, my goodness. You could... Wow. Again, great concentration there by Kemper. Yeah. And a great shot there by, the Grand Empress, but it just didn't go in.
We're still scoreless.
And not like that, but you know what I mean. All right, now Cherry. No, Filia. Back to Cherry. Then Kopitar. No. Kempe. Then to Brandon. Another shot. And MJ with a series of great saves there. Wait, that was Xander? All right, here we go. And Cherry, a good shot, but saved again by MJ. MJ is fly. Oh, another shot, but well defended, and finally out of the zone. And then Terry. Oh, good shot up tent there, but well defended. Then Kopitar. Nope. And then Sly Cooper, then to Granlund. No. Stolen. Then Brandon. Good shot by him, but Granlund gets it back. Then to Terry. Terry now has it. Terry takes it in. Gets a shot off. But then Mario Party Brandon gets it out. Then Kopitar. Nope. Kopitar. Nope. Stolen by Sly Cooper. Then to Terry. Terry dumps it.
Los Angeles looks to get things going now with the puck. Tosses it to Moore.
And of course I have that Nice play there, and of course I have the Patrick, or what was it called, the trapezoid rule. I turned that off, so if you're wondering why there was no penalty, that's why. Hey, what's up, Mr. P? Yeah, I'm just sorry that you couldn't watch it when, but before, but I'm happy that you're here. I really am. All right, now Lacombe, then to Matty, then to Carlson, and Moy, then to Lacombe, and another save by MJ. Then the Warrior Empress. Yeah, absolutely. With state work, it's always a drag. But I'm just thankful that this week wasn't as bad as it could have been. Byfield dumps it. Peanut butter, chocolate peanut butter cheesecake. That sounds good, actually. In fact, you guys are making me hungry for some dessert, so I might even get some off camera. All right, Denault. Then to Byfield. Byfield, nope. Well defended. Then to Vetrano. Vetrano dumps it. But then gathered by Cherry. Back to Byfield. Intercepted back to Vetrano. Vetrano with a shot. Oh, don't be sorry. Carlson with another opportunity, but no. Now going back the other way. Byfield dumps it. Lacombe has it. Then to Carlson. Vetrano, nope. Intercepted. Byfield, nope. Take it away. Warrior Empress. But McTavish. Nope. Then Moore. Back to Byfield. Byfield dumps it. I mean, just going back and forth, but then to Denault. Lacombe. Then to Granlund. Then Terry. Then Carlson. Nope. Carlson. Nope. Terry. Oh, good opportunity at a shot and covered up by Kemper. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left to go. It's a 0-0 tie. You cannot get any closer than this. So now we have the flippin' Angel line and the Grand Cat line. Good shot. All right, now Angelo. Nope. Taken away by Gudas. I don't think so. Because there was a guy in the NHL in Craig McTavish. So I'm thinking maybe that's his grandson, or maybe it is his son. But I'm leaning more towards like his grandson, or maybe even his nephew. Because, no, there was a guy by the name of Craig McTavish, so I'm thinking that's probably him. I don't think it's the wrestler Tavish. Although you'd be forgiven for thinking that was, even if it was a joke. All right, now Anderson. Laferriere. Then to Fogle. Then Gudas. Carlson. Nope, stolen by Clinton. Then to Perry. Perry with a shot. Opportunity, no. Gudas, nope. And it looks like we're going to have another overtime game. Yeah, that was a great opportunity at a goal, but just a great save by Kemper. Yeah, I believe his name was Keith Irvine or no, Ted Irvine. Sorry, Ted Irvine was a player for the Rangers. Hey, what's up, Icy Puck? But yeah, Ted Irvine, he played for the Rangers in the 70s. And then, of course, Ted would become a lot more famous, more so for his son, Christopher Keith Irvine, but most people know him best as Chris Jericho. All right. 2 periods down, or 3 periods down, and overtime to go. Yeah, he was Y2J. But let's find out which team from California will move on. Sly Cooper, then to Carlson. Stolen by Moy. No, Carlson retains it. Then Clinton gets it. Oh, Clinton, yeah, he definitely got it as he got smashed. Then Cherry with a shot and a save by MJ. Look at this. Wow. Man, what a hit onto Clinton. But it just goes to show he's willing to take it as much as he's willing to dish it out. But he's willing to take it if it would help his team. Nice shot by Cherry. All right, now Sly Cooper, then to Carlson. Carlson, another shot. All right, Carlson. Then to Clinton. Clinton, I can't talk. Cherry, nope. Another stop. I would say, but I'm not going to. All right, so Maddie, nope, stolen. Oh, great opportunity, but now Maddie has it. Maddie, no. All right, now Dowdy has it. Then to, I believe that was Angelo. Saban. Then to grab Granlund. Oh, Saban. Then to Granlund again. Oh, stolen by Sly Cooper. Sly. Oh, good shot to Granlund. And now Kemper has to cover up. Oh my goodness, it actually went off the post. Just a few inches to the right, and we could be talking about the Kings making it, but you cannot get any closer than that.
A big face-off here inside the offensive end.
All right, here we go.
And they take possession.
All right, now Cherry. Nope. Ends up with Byfield. Nope. Gaither, or Gauthier, I'm sorry. Gauthier! He scores! Gauthier has done it! And the Kings have been dethroned! Up. They refuse to lose. And Kemper, good as he is, once Gauthier had an open opportunity, he just put it right through the 5-hole, and the Kings have been dethroned.
Thanks so much for joining us here. It was a fun one.
And as a result, the Ducks have made it. So of the people that are a part of the Kings, I'll just tell you. Let me update my Excel sheet. Okay, here we go. So among the people that were on the Kings, you have Cherry Moy, Golden Angelo, Leo Angel, Mario Party Brandon, and Clinton Flippin. So those were the guys that the guys and the gals that were on the Kings. But Anaheim did it, man. Okay, so all right. Okay, so let me put that down. So far, I have LD. Although LD didn't really say what team she wanted, so if she doesn't say anything, uh, well, I'll have to put her off. But anyway, so Mr. P, do you have a team in mind to pick for next season? So far, the only team that has already been picked is the Florida Panthers, but all the other teams are still available. So let me know, and I'll be sure to put a pen on that. But Sly. Oh, okay. So you're going to take Uncle Leo. All right. So that's two picks that you've used. So yeah, for Leo, I'll see what position he can be put in. So that way, if I have to make him an offensive player or a defensive player, depending on what your team needs the most, I'll make that decision in terms of where Leo is going to be most needed. Like, is he needed on defense or is he needed on offense? So we'll go from there. So I have no issue with that. Oh, okay. So Xander wants Chicago again. All right. Well, you snooze, you lose. But that's if you wanted Chicago, Mr. P. Oh, I said I just said that the Florida Panthers were already taken. If I guess you must have misheard me. I said that the Florida Panthers were taken by Jose Blanco, but that all the other teams are available. So if you misheard me, I'm sorry, but no, the Florida Panthers were already taken. So, but like I said, all the other teams are still available. Well, now minus the Blackhawks too. But yeah, Jose got it in like long before, like, but yeah, the Florida Panthers were already taken there. No worries, no. Oh, you had to step away, so I guess you didn't hear me. All right, so the Carolina Hurricanes. That'll be awesome because we'll get to see them for the first time in this show as well. So I appreciate that. All right, so you got the Hurricanes, my friend. Okay. All right, so we got. All right, all right, so Xander, you made two picks. Have you made your third, or are you going to wait? And then, of course, after that, then Alicia can make her two free agent picks after that. We're going by the order of the draft, so. Okay. I'll put down in the note that Mr. P wants to pay. Oh, I actually did. There we go. No, no. They did win a Stanley Cup. That was back in 2006. Oh, well, I'm still waiting for Xander to make his last pick because, like I said, his team was the first team on the board. You're waiting until Auntie Kelly and Tomara's game? Okay. So after Xander makes his last pick, then you'll be up next there, Miss Alicia. And I'll even give you a list of players if it gets too late. I make the possible impossible. Yep. All right, cool. Well, then in that case, let me get right to that game right now. Okay. Let's get to that game right now. So as mentioned before, the New Jersey Devils had already advanced, so that's not an issue. So of course we have. Oh, there we go. So of course we have the Tampa Bay Lightning. You can talk off stream. Tampa Bay, got that. And the Rangers. Oh, right. So, that's right. I got to get to. It's getting late. All right. Well, Sorry, Miss Alicia. I just have certain people I'm looking to grab who are all on different teams. Yeah, but of course, Alicia will have that same option, given she has two free agent picks to have. One for this season and one that carried over from last season. Okay. Anyway, let me get Mr. Let me get Mr. Atticus or Tomura. Or actually, I already reached out to Tomura. But if I don't get word from him, then I'll have to talk to him off camera, just much the same way for Alicia. But I'll let Riley and Jose know. She just went live. Wait, Aunt Kelly's about to stream. Oh, and that's another thing. If Kelly goes live, then that also, yeah. And I imagine that Atticus is with her, and Tomura to an extent. All right, then let me get one other person, and his name is Riley. Let me get him. And then for the Rangers, I do know that Brandon is here. Let me get Mr. Sonic McCracken. Sure. Okay. I can let the winner know what happens. All right, cool. All right. Is it too late to participate? Oh, Mr. Oh, do you want to be a player there, Mr. Icy Puck? I can put you on the list of on the roster for next season. Or if by some or if for some reason someone falls out, because I've had there was like two occasions where I had somebody on the roster, but then there was a fallout between myself and said person, and then I had to bring in someone new. So something like that could happen, but at the very least, I can bring you into for season 12, as this is season 11. So I can do that for you. Not a problem there, Mr. Xander. Okay, so if I remember Tomura the way, if I remember Tomura had the he went with the classic outfits, but he probably would think to try something else. He probably would. Oh, you want to be a GM? Okay, well in that case, let me put you on the other list, the Icy Puck, if I can spell it correctly. And if this stupid pen would work. Okay, the Icy Puck. I like that. So I think you're the first person that's picked the Canadians. I mean, the only other person that picked them was me, so I'm cool with that. The classic blue. The classic blue. Yeah. Okay. He was probably thinking of this one, the oldest variation of it. Oh snap! Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, that looks good. That one looks good. All right. But yeah, back to the icy puck. Montreal, as we all know, is the Montreal has the second most championships in North American sports, behind only the New York Yankees in terms of championships. But even still, the but really, like, the Canadians were like the standard by which all other sports are measured. That was, like I said, until the Yankees took over. But yeah, but I like this one because it's blue. Because they didn't, like, with that logo, they never had a blue uniform. But this, I could totally see him picking that. I could totally see him that. All right, so I got you on the list there, Icy Puck. So I'm definitely going to bring you in as a new recruit for next season. So I hope to see you for the draft. But for now, you are welcome to enjoy the show. Okay. So then the other team, and for Brandon Cornwell, since you're the only person that's representing the team that's still in the chat, well, since blue is taken, I imagine you'll probably pick white. In fact, really, white's the only color you have left, now that I think about it. Unless they had some other colors, like... Well, I mean, they have a lighter blue, but it's still blue. I wonder if they have any other colors. Yes? Okay. I'm just going to see if they had any other colors that... Like, if they had black, or if they had maybe even a red one. Because when they did these reverse retro uniforms, like, when they started introducing them, I'm like... Whoa, this is so cool, man. White, okay. Well, in that case, we will go with that. So, each team has won at home, just like the other two series that we just did. Yep, Spike. Spike Ryan. I mean, of course, he goes under the name Brandon Cornwell, but... Oh, I'm sorry, that was Xander who said that. Okay. I imagine Xander wants... Well, actually, like, whichever team falls, I imagine if the Rangers fall, he'll probably take, Mama Kelly. But if the Lightning fall, then he'll probably take his friend, but also, brother-in-law in many respects, Tomada. There's Uncle Joker. Anyway, nice. Oh, taken away by Point. And now we have Kelly. Crushing Kelly. Oh, that's sweet. Hey, wait. Is this in Montreal or is it in Tampa Bay? I mean, either way, like, I could totally understand seeing the Canadians in Tampa Bay because, you live there, or vice versa. I mean, my favorite team is the Winnipeg Jets, but in order for me to see them, I had to wait for them to, come over to San Jose because I live in Northern California. And now, of course, Cheyenne and Brenda are Oh, I see. All right, now Diamond Light. Diamond Light. Trying to find an open man. Nope. Hitman, then to Sorelli. Sorelli. And then just smashed by Diamond Light. Although it looks like we have a power play coming up for the Lightning. And Diamond Light made the mistake of cross-checking into the boards. That's the one thing you didn't want to do. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, no, wait. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because I remember, because I do recall, whenever Canadian teams would go over to Florida, and this was back when Florida was a sad team in the sense that they didn't have the talent and they didn't have the general managership that they needed to have. So back when they were a losing team, it was always common to see Canadian, fans of Canadian teams that had transplanted to Florida, and they would watch the games whenever the Canadian teams would come in. So it was really the Canadian teams that would draw the crowds. Otherwise, they weren't really drawing outside of maybe Tampa Bay, and maybe even a few teams that had stars like that. I mean, the Thrashers had a great team in 2007, but really it was really the attendance that didn't help. Like a combination of a bad team and then people that just didn't care. And unfortunately, Atlanta just, the Thrashers couldn't stay, and that's why they had to move. That's why they had to move, and then they ended up moving to Winnipeg, and that's how that team came to be. All right, now Susie, nice shot by Diamond Light. Trocheck didn't have a good shot. Now the Dallas Stars, on the other hand, they were really good. I mean, and even when they didn't have good teams, they never really were bottom tier teams. Like, they always had good teams. And they've had some championship caliber teams in the sense of being able to challenge for a title and winning one in 1999. Oh, yeah, that was the case with Sabre, the Sabres games with Leaf fans. But now that's not even the case anymore, as the Sabres are back to being a top team again. Columbus Blue Jackets. I mean, of course, they had the miracle season in which they won their first ever. You got to be kidding me. Not long after he gets out of the box, Diamond Light gets back in the box again. What? I mean, that's got to be that. Wow, two penalties in the same game and in the same period, and not even 5 minutes after that last one. I mean, and I imagine Brandon's not too happy with it, with the fact that, Diamond Light is putting himself in the penalty box and putting his team, well, not his team, but the team that he's on, at a disadvantage. But yeah, that was true, Icy Puck. But then, like I said, now the Sabres have a good team. And as that happens, JT Miller gets a short-handed goal, and the Rangers strike first. JT Miller with assists from Radish and Fox. Look at this. I don't know what happened, but they must have fell asleep. And as JT Miller, I mean, give him credit. He was able to find the shot that he needed to get it right past Wally Johnson, the goalkeeper.
And that's exactly what he does off of it, and he winds up with the tally.
Look at this. Gets the shot off. Yeah, right through the 5-hole.
New York's finally opened the scoring here in the first. Now
but, I may as well mention who's on each team. So for the Lightning, you have Riley, you have Walter Johnson, the goalkeeper. You have Najee. Well, Riley is the right winger. Then you have Jose Blanco at left defenseman. And then Tomara is number 12. The other defenseman. And then Najee is number 33. Nice shot by Cirelli. Oh, yeah, let me catch up on the chat. Hold on. I think the Blue Jackets were the first team to sweep a President's Trophy. Yeah, the Lightning had a great team, but unfortunately it was kind of a lesson of just because you won the President's Cup doesn't mean you're going to win the Stanley Cup. And they made the mistake of taking them too lightly. and they paid for it. Now, whether they would have won the Stanley Cup then, I don't know. But I do know that this allowed a St. Louis team to win its first Stanley Cup. So maybe they would have won, but we'll never know. But on the other hand, we don't know what we were going to wind up with at that time.
Tampa Bay's got it along the wall. The Rangers have it now. Here they come.
All right, now Spike Ryan then gets it to... Spike Ryan, of course, is number 7 for New York in white.
Gets it over to McDonough.
So for New York, I should go over who's on each of the teams. So you have a center in Sonic McCracken, number 6. Spike Ryan is number 7 as a left winger. Diamond Light, the guy that's been getting in the penalty box, is a right winger, as is Crushing Kelly. And then Mitty is a left defensive player. So that's who we have. All right, now Zibanejad dumps the puck. There you see Crushing Kelly, number 2. Crushing Kelly Black. And now we have Jose Blanco. Oh, good. Nice breakaway attempt, though, but great job there by the Rangers to defend. Zibanejad gets to it, then to Crushing Kelly. Lafreniere. I'm shocked too, because I would have thought he'd be like, I want to be the GM of the Kraken and call him the Seattle McCracken. That would be something. You're not wrong. That would be cool. Can I self promote something? Yes, you may. I will allow it. At least you asked, so I appreciate that. At the end, the Rangers have the first goal, so it kind of breaks it breaks the ice in terms of we had 2 games where we went to overtime and it was scoreless. Well, that's not the case after 1 period. So the Rangers now lead 1-0 thanks to a shorthanded goal by JT Miller. All right, now Kucherov then gets it to Gensel. Gensel with a breakaway! No! Shesterkin with a great save.
Given and then taken away, and that's exactly what he does right here, James. I think he's given an area of...
All right, Carlos, it's all good.
Knowing that the shooter's going there.
Yeah, I thought you would say that, Xander.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. New York's up 1-0. Play resumes here as he wins the draw.
So you have the DWO line in the sense of, or actually no, you have the, I got to come up with a name for Diamond Light, Spike Ryan, and McCracken.
Tampa Bay's got it behind the net. Tries to get it over to Gensel. Pass to Hedman. The Rangers gain possession along the wall. Gavrikov stick handling in his own zone. New York's on the attack.
Oh, I got it. The New York goal exchange. I got it. I like that. Jose's birthday is tomorrow, and he asked to make a video for him. It will be uploaded tomorrow. Oh, you know what? Sly Cooper, I just thought of something. I already mentioned this to one other person, but I may as well mention it to you, if I may. I was hoping maybe next weekend, maybe at around this time, to do a stream of one of the games that you now have. Now, that is unless, of course, you have plans on not this Friday, but Friday of April 3rd. I don't know if you're free on that day. I have a surprise for you, if you'd like to hear it. But that is cool, though, that you'll get to see that Jose has a birthday.
exits the zone.
I might have to ask Jose about that because I know that you recently celebrated your own birthday,
Feed to Gore.
Sly.
New York's got the puck in the defensive end.
Well, so far the Rangers are doing a great job
And now it's grabbed by Panarin.
just
Picked up
taking
on
advantage of
by
that
Soucy.
opportunity. Now JT Miller, then Cooliel. Good shot by him, but well defended by Wally, Cirelli. And then Mitty has it. Of course, Mitty now out of position, but
Skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away.
then goes right back.
Pass to
Kucherov.
Kucherov. Tampa Bay's got the puck along the wall. Grabbed along the boards by McDonough.
Oh, a couple of hits by the Rangers. Ooh, good shot, but wide left. Then McDonough. Cirelli, no.
The Rangers will play it from the defensive zone. Moves it to Zibanejad. And he was ready for that save.
I mean, oh, that's right. Wait. So you have a team name for them? Sonic uses Chaos Emeralds.
Tampa Bay's got the puck against the boards. Gavrikov got it in the defensive end.
Chaos Diamond Shards.
Gaining momentum.
I like that. Yes, the Chaos Diamond Shard line. I love it.
The Bolts have a hold of it in the defensive zone.
No, I mean, I only saw the highlights. The only time I never got to see him in the flesh. I did see him on TV,
The Rangers game
but
Gavrikov
I never got to see him like how do I put this? I didn't start watching hockey until like 2003,
pushes it across to Hagel.
but I did watch the highlights of his rookie year, which was insane. But yeah, without a doubt,
Along the boards.
he set and still has the record for the most goals
The Rangers look to start the transition.
by a rookie.
Inside
All right, now Diamond Light. Diamond, no.
And what an opportunity there as he looks
Another shot, no.
in good position. He can see exactly where he wants to go. Just misses.
huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Dumps it in. New York's got a hold of the puck now.
All right, now Cooliel.
Will play it in their own end.
Nope, take it away. Nope, stolen by Diamond Light. And Cooliel. Nope, taken away by Riley. Cirelli, who just got shooken up. Or who was all shook up. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, I might be going to the movies on April 3rd, but I don't know yet. It depends on the weather. Oh, okay. Well, then... Well, because I do want to, do a Crossroads or a Sonic Crossroads, Sonic Racing Crossroads, a Cross World, stream. But I want to make sure that, but I want to do it when you're there because to me you're the guest of honor. But I don't want to just do it if you're not there. So, but hopefully we'll find a time for it. But one thing that the Rangers did do was find time to get a goal and get it past Wally through the 5-hole.
Finds a way to make a play because she stays on it. So it's hunting, it's hounding, and then it's about making a play.
Both teams readying here for the
And the assist goes to Crushing Kelly. Crushing Kelly using her intelligence to get the puck to Lafreniere, and he was able to get it by.
We've got period number 3 next.
In fact, here's another look at it. Or actually, no, it actually went under his right armpit. But even still, 2-0 for the Rangers. But for the Lightning, they have got to wake up. Because if they don't, we'll be in the presence of another upset before long. Yeah, because the emphasis was on speed, and they both had speed in abundance, both Pavel Bure and Solani. But they were still playing at a time when defense and hitting was still a thing. but that didn't stop them from being scoring machines. It's just unfortunate that their team, you know, for Bure, I mean, the Vancouver Canucks made it to the 1994 Stanley Cup Final, but they just couldn't win. Though certainly not without trying. And of the teams, and the team that they lost to in the finals, the New York Rangers. That's insane, though. Okay, I know that Turbo Tails in the chat said that, but I wasn't sure. I thought it was a joke, but that's crazy though that Fox McLeod's going to be in there.
Love that he didn't get frustrated. Love that he continued to get to the pockets on the ice, and he gets rewarded.
Now how Fox is going to factor into it, I don't know.
Still plenty of time left in this.
But all I know is that, Bure and Solani, they definitely would have benefited in the league of today as opposed to then. All right, dumps the puck, but gathered by Spike Ryan with the Chaos Diamond Shards. Nope, taken away by Jose Blanco. All right, now Riley. Nope, stolen by Sonic McCracken, then to Diamond Light. Diamond Light. Then to Spike Ryan. Oh, Spike. And I just noticed that Diamond Light, Sonic, and Spike Ryan are 5, 6, 7. But, of course, I like their name better, the Chaos Diamond Shards. And another save by Wally Johnson. Walter the Hulk Johnson.
Really athletic. I mean, you have to be acrobatic to be able to get to the top of your crease like that.
And Johnson's more than just strength. He's very athletic, just like the Hulk is the Incredible Hulk, not Hulk Hogan.
The Rangers are currently sitting in the driver's seat, leading 2-0.
All right, so Tampa Bay wins the draw. And now Cuevas, then to Cirelli. Bjorkstrand, good shot by him, but well defended by the Rangers. Trocheck. Bjorkstrand. Nope, Cuevas, nope. And Shesterkin, nice save. Now, as far as the NHL series is concerned, I will give it a weekend off, so that by two weekends time, it'll be ready for round 2. All right, now Fox, nope, then to Panarin, then to Crushing Kelly Black. Kelly, no. Stolen by Hedman. Oh, wow, somebody... I didn't see who got taken out, but Gord now has the puck. Back to Hedman. All right, now Panarin got it to Miller. Miller dumps it. I mean, right now Miller and Lafreniere have the 2 goals. All right, now Paul. Then to Gord, then to Hedman. Jurgensen's now has it, but Mitty takes it away. Ooh! Oh, but wait a minute. Stolen. Stolen by Miller. Now Zibanejad. Then Panarin. Then DeSoucy back to Miller. Miller with a shot. No. All right, now Najee Firefox, number 33. Oh, nice shot by him. Gets it to another shot, and Shesterkin has to cover up. Oh, that was Paul who got laid out by JT Miller. I mean, Miller not only has a goal, but it shows that he can hit. He's got 5 hits.
This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Pirates won the draw here in the defensive zone.
All right, so Borgen, then to Zibanejad. Zibanejad dumps it. Cernak got it. Kucherov, then to Point. Nope. Back to Borgen. Borgen just got bored. And then Point gets it to Gensel. Morgan. Then to Susi, then to Zibanejad. Well, time is running short for Tampa Bay. They got to make a move, and they're going to do it. They got to do it now. Hagel, good shot. Oh, that was a golden opportunity, but they couldn't get it in. And by they, I mean the Lightning, that is. Spike Ryan with a shot. No. I mean, he got a shot, but he also got a shot given to him. Hagel, then to Firefox, and he scores! Najee! And now it's a 1-goal game, assisted by Hagel and Jose Blanco. And the Firefox shows us what happens with speed and patience. When you put it together, you can make a great shot, and he does just that. And it does not matter how good Shesterkin is. Shesterkin is a great goalie, but a well-placed shot like that can do it. All right, so now it's a 1-goal game. However, there's only a minute 30 seconds left. But then stolen by Diamond Light, and then McCracken. Well, I give credit to the Rangers. They're going to be relentless, and that's what they should be.
Finding ways to keep the puck out, and that just infuses confidence throughout the entire group, and you can often see it in the next shift after a big save.
Here in the late going to the frame. Tampa Bay's shown a new energy over these last few minutes. They got one back, but they still need one more.
All right, Gavrov, nope, good shot by him. Nope, stolen by Panarin, no. Stolen by Black. Sorelli back to Bjorkstrand. All right. Now they're going to pull the goalie, and a shot and a save by Shesterkin. Okay, 45 seconds left to go. We now have an empty net. The Lightning now have an extra man on the ice. And Kucherov, oh, good backhanded shot. And another stop by Shesterkin. Oh, no, Tomada didn't get hurt. Tomada's he's number 12. But right now, he's not on the ice, but he's not hurt. At least not that I know of. But no, he's fine. All right, now McDonough. Then to Kucherov. Kucherov, good shot. However, the Diamond Shards, the Chaos Diamond Shards line doing a great job defending, showing us that they're more than just an offensive force. And Diamond Light, no. 3, 2, 1, and it's over. The Tampa Bay Lightning have been upsetted by the New York Rangers. And as a result, the Rangers get to move on. So here are the 4 teams that moved on. So you have the New Jersey Devils. They made it in with 2 games, whereas the 3 other teams made it in 3 games in a best of 3. So we have the New Jersey Devils, New York Rangers, Anaheim Ducks and the Chicago Blackhawks. So the Rangers move on. So as for who is all on Tampa Bay, well, first and foremost, you have Crushing Kelly Black as the third star. And for those who are new, that's like the MVP of the game. But they give out 3, with the third star being the third most, second star being the second most, and the first star being the MVP of the game. And of course, the Cooper family are very happy, given that they were rooting for, their favorite of the family, or their friend of the family, Spike Ryan. But it was Shesterkin that has the first star. Okay, now as for who's on Tampa Bay, well, so you have Ruthless Riley, or Riley. You have Walter Johnson, Najee, Brandon Cuevas, Jose Blanco, and Tomura Tagaya. So those are the guys that were on the Lightning. So let's find out who the third player is going to be. And then of course I'll reach out to Alicia and give her the list, and then in turn give Crushing Kelly, because she has 1 free agent pick, whereas the New Jersey Devils don't have any because they traded it, because the one that they did have, they traded it to move up in the draft. And that's how. What position does he play? He was playing defense. He was a defenseman, but that was mainly because that was what his team needed at the time. So I take it you want Tomura on your team. Wow, I got to say the Chicago Blackhawks have a stacked team, but but I have to say, for Xander, he'd been saving up those free agent picks for years, because they do carry over. And it was really a matter of either using it as draft capital or having, quote unquote, the cap space to do it. You'll also have him as a two-way player. Okay, so in other words, I would have to treat him much like Leo, in the sense of wherever he is needed, I'll put him in. So if they need more defense, I'll put him there. If they need more offense, I'll put him there. Well, Leo and Tomura, that is. So I can do that for you. I can do that for you. Okay, so the Blackhawks have used their 3 free agent picks, but as mentioned before, Alicia had to go to bed, so I will give her the list, and she too will make that choice, and then later Kelly. So once I get their picks for each of those teams, we'll go from there. Did you ever have free agent picks? Yes, as a matter of fact, beforehand you didn't have any, but coming into this season, you do have one, and it was the one that came with this season. So in other words, you have 1 free agent pick, and then of course going into the next season, you'll have another. So by the end of the draft for next season, assuming you don't trade it away, you'll have 2 free agent picks to use. So there you go. Wait, what? On the first line? Okay. Oh, no, I did not mean to create. I meant to go over here. So yes, by the time you get to next season, you'll have 2. That is, unless you trade for more of those of said picks, or you trade them away as draft capital, because that's what it can be used for. Otherwise, you can use it for when you win the first round. Anyway, let me get to roster. That's what I was trying to get. No, not that one. Not that one. Edit lines. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So, all right. So, let me see. So we already have you right where you are. And then, oh, I got it. I got it. Uh, Azrael, no, no, no. I didn't meant to do that. I meant to put him over here. I'll put Azrael over at left because, well, Atticus can only play right and center, whereas Azrael can at least play left. And then let me put Atticus at center, and then move over Nazar to play center over here so that Terravinen can play over there. Put your dad at center. All right. But don't say I didn't warn you. It's just because I hadn't made him a center, or not a center, but Atticus is a right winger. I'd have to switch him over to left. But let me move over to doing that. It was, oh yeah, Atticus. Let me move him over. You'll do left wing. Oh, you'll do both wings. Oh, oh, I get it. Okay. So Uncle Atticus can be your right winger at. Okay, that works. Was it this one? All right. No, other way. Other way. There we go. And then save. All right, now let's try this. Let's try it now. Let's go back. I may as well do this while I have a chance before I end off the show. Okay, let me go back. And then, of course, as mentioned before, I'll have to convert Sean into a defensive player, and then the other two, put them in the spot that they need to be for your team to win. Let's see. So Xander, let me move him over here. Okay, Azrael's right there. And Atticus is over there. Okay, so you're on the left wing instead. All right. So there we go. You got it. And then, like I said, I'll work on the other stuff off camera. But then again, that's why we'll be back we'll be back at this for in 2 weeks' time. But I want to say thank you to those who came in, and want to congratulate those who won, and for those that didn't win, well, better luck for next time. But I will say that Clinton will have a lot of draft capital for his team. I can tell you that. But from all of us here, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22, and let me see who's available to be rated. So let me give you one here. All right. Awesome. Oh, yes. Oh yes, of course, Aunt Kelly. I see. We have a number of options though, and then of course Kelly's doing bonus matches. So if you want to raid Crushing Kelly, you may. All right, so here's Kelly's channel. And of course, you can use the hashtag TJRaid. Of course, we'll rate somebody else next time, but this time around we'll go to Kelly's. Until next time, this is the Blue Toad to Jew22, and I'll see you over at Kelly's. If not, I'll see you tomorrow for the finale of WWE 2K24 as we have that trip to cyberspace still left to do. And if time permits, I might even do a creation stream after that, if time permits. If not, I'll see you then. Until then, have a good night, everybody. Peace.